Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by STEPH SABRAW.
STEPH
SABRAW.
You
can't see
knew
her.
I was coming.
Where is she? Oh my God, where'd you come from? STEPH SABRAW. She is I guess a casual Marvel fan. You've watched all the Marvel films.
Yeah.
But have you read the comics?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Okay, I'm finding out new stuff about her.
I love Marvel, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a bigger Star Wars girl, but Marvel comes right there.
Oh, you're in good company. Okay. So, we're looking at a new Rockstars video from a few years ago. It's called Infinity War, What Was Doctor Strange's Plan? Now, because you probably don't know, New Rockstars is a channel that breaks down a lot of stuff, but I think their most popular videos are Marvel. They do breakdowns of like, what if, and explaining all the little details that you missed and Easter eggs you missed from the last What If episode, or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, whatever it is. They go into all that stuff in deep dive. However, this one is older. And so this is fun for me because it's Eric Voss is the host, and he looks so much younger than I'm used to, even though this was just 3 years ago. And I want to see what he says, what his theories were about Doctor Strange's plan from Infinity War. So thank you, New Rockstars, for allowing us to react to this. Very, very excited to watch this because it's older. Because it's like, if you look at my videos from 3 years ago, it's like a totally different person sometimes.
I know, isn't that weird?
It is, because you grow.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
My eyebrows were that thin? Huh.
And so anyway, Infinity War, What Was Doctor Strange's Plan? Doctor Strange is my favorite Marvel film, and for STEPH SABRAW, it's her favorite Marvel film conceptually. So let's jump into this.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and Avengers Endgame.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Eric Voss, and Avengers Infinity War is making its way to viewers.
Did you notice just between those two how different his tone
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
It's like
My tone. That's the number one thing I notice with hosts is their tones.
their tones like start out kind of chill, and then eventually it's like, I'm amped up.
Hello!
Exactly.
Hi, I'm Eric Voss, and Avengers Infinity War is making its way to viewers around the world, exciting them and then bumming them out. But mostly leaving us with questions about how these events will be resolved in the next movie, Avengers 4, with many wondering specifically about Doctor Strange's mysterious moves in the movie. Did this guy have a secret plan that we didn't know about? And yeah, spoiler warning to the dum-dums who clicked on this video without seeing the movie first. You have to be at least this sad to watch the video.
He is so much nicer now. He's so much nicer now.
You have to be this sad.
It's all the
Savage.
dummies. It's all the fucking idiots who
You
decided to click on
dum-dums.
this video. Losers, get out of here. What's wrong with you, schmucks, dumbasses? So mean.
Amazing.
To be at least this sad to watch the video. Okay, if you're still here, you should know that Infinity War ended with Thanos succeeding and going through with his plan to snap half the universe out of existence. This includes half the good guys: Spider-Man, tier; Black Panther, tier; Mantis, oh right, yeah, her; and Doctor Strange.
Black Panther. Oh man, I like when he passed, when he got dusted, I like died inside. I was so sad because, did you remember that moment?
Yes.
Because like, oh, what's her name grabs him and he's like, oh no, he grabs her and he's like, come on, this is no place to like rest or something like that. And then he just disappears.
Disappears.
I'm like, what the? I was just hurting.
The only one sadder than that, Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Groot. Yeah, Spider-Man for sure.
Yeah. I was just like, oh,
I don't feel so good,
no.
Mr. Stark.
Looks at Tony and right before collapsing in a dryer lint says, Tony, there was no other way. And
Dryer lint.
then dryer lint. Strange's final words are connected to a realization he had earlier in the movie before their battle with Thanos on Titan. He uses the time stone to look forward in time at 14,605 possible outcomes in their upcoming fight. He said that they only win in one of those series of events. So yeah, their odds against Thanos are 14 million to 1, but you know what? Our reaction should be, so you're telling me there's a chance? Just that the odds against Thanos are so bad, we should assume that all of Doctor Strange's actions from this point forward are following the precise steps of that path that he envisioned. Because why bother fighting otherwise? He could just enjoy these final minutes of existence over in that hands dimension. I did touch everything. So what does Strange do? Well, at first, Doctor Strange's plan seems to be joining the others in a very creative team-building exercise, distracting Thanos just long enough for the others to surprise him, and then using various spells to try to separate the gauntlet from his fist. He wraps the cloak of levitation around it, as well as his crimson bands of Sitarak, and Spider-Man almost wriggles that thing off, but then Star-Lord realizes that Thanos killed Gamora to get the Soul Stone, so he wallops his face in anger, which breaks everyone's hold. Strange confronts Thanos one-on-one, and then Iron Man tags in, but Thanos overpowers both of them, so Strange bargains with Thanos, trading the Time Stone if Thanos spares Tony Stark's life. Then Thanos pieces out back to Earth for the Final Stone. Tony asks Strange why, and Strange says, we're in the Endgame now. And Tony's probably like, that didn't answer my question. Strange intended on Thanos getting the Time Stone. He knew it had to happen. This was all part of the one possible successful outcome he envisioned. The attempt to get the gauntlet off his hand and it failing, either due to the general sloppiness of the melee or people making their own rash decisions, as we saw Star-Lord do.
Yeah.
See, by Endgame, Strange was referring to chess. The endgame of any chess match is marked by the moment both sides start to make major but necessary concessions to close in on their opponent. You give up your queen or that knight you've always had a soft spot for, so that you can move forward in leading the other side to their inevitable defeat. Now, these aren't random losses by oversight or bad tactics. These are planned strategic sacrifices that hurt, but you gotta make them to get to the W. So that is what Doctor Strange is doing by giving up the Time Stone. He knew from the moment he flipped the pages to the end of this Choose Your Own Adventure book that Thanos would end up with all 6 Infinity Stones no matter what they tried. But he needed to make sure this battle went a particular way. First, he needed Thanos to really fight for the Time Stone. In doing so, he allowed Stark to learn that he could draw blood from the Mad Titan, even if it was just a drop, to at least leave Stark with the hope that this guy isn't invincible. Strange also needed certain survivors to be left standing after Thanos' snap. Tony Stark and Nebula. He prolonged the fight long enough for Nebula to join them on Titan, and yeah, he ensured Tony Stark's survival in his bargain. Both of these characters we can assume have roles to play in the wars to come. Strange knows the purpose of the mission isn't to prevent the apocalypse. It's making sure that Tony Stark, this John Connor here, survives the apocalypse to lead the survivors to an eventual victory. In the Infinity Gauntlet comics, that victory comes from Nebula stealing the gauntlet while Thanos is distracted and rewinding time a day before Thanos' genocidal snap. Later, Adam Warlock negotiates a truce with Thanos. Perhaps Avengers 4 will go that way, maybe with Tony swapped in as a negotiator. Of course, it could feel a little cheap in the movie if they just simply rewind the clock before everyone faded away and bring everyone back with no consequences, but I doubt it would be that simple. I am willing to bet that Doctor Strange did know that Thanos' snap would be a one-time move. Notice how the Infinity Gauntlet appeared to be cracked and smoldering after the snap. Now, of course, Thanos could still use the Space Stone in this moment to escape, but it's not clear if he could still wield all 6 stones simultaneously and clean up as savagely as he did in this movie. There's even an argument that Thanos could have been part of the half caught in a snap wave, and that realm he was in with young Gamora meant a 1 extra life given to him by the Soul Stone was now spent. Whatever you make of it, it's safe to say that Thanos is definitely weaker now. Really, it's too early to know how Thanos could be beaten, but it's interesting to look at who will be doing the beating. Doctor Strange's decision led to specifically the 6 OG Avengers being among the survivors.
That's true.
Hawkeye, who is confirmed to return in Avengers 4.
That's true.
Sure, this could be part of Marvel Studios' master plan to end things how they began while taking the MCU newcomers with their own likely sequels out of the equation for now, with a later plan to bring them back. And yeah, stay tuned to other theory videos on this channel we have on that subject. But narratively speaking, it's possible that Strange knew the original 6 Avengers possess a unique chemistry from their past adventures, and that if they were properly motivated by the sting of defeat, that chemistry combined with backup from War Machine, Nebula, Rocket, Koay, Shuri, Wong, M'Baku, Ant-Man, and Captain freaking Marvel could give them an edge in their final mission. Because let's be honest, you can't truly be an Avenger unless you have something to avenge. In this case, half your friends turning into dryer lint. But I'm gonna throw the question over to you guys. Do you think Doctor Strange planned for Tony Stark to survive, or for all the characters we saw survive to live? I guess I'm just wondering, what exactly was the vision Doctor Strange saw in his time meditation? Was it Tony Stark locked in a game of chess with Thanos, and like Magneto and Professor X? Or a specific lineup of multiple heroes working together against Thanos in some unique synergy? Comment down below with your theories, or tweet me directly at EAVOS, or follow New Rockstars on Twitter for updates on our videos. Like and...
You don't have the context to understand why this video is so entertaining for me, beyond the Marvel thing. It's like, as I've been watching him so much, it's like, this is so slow compared to his videos now.
Oh, really?
His videos are so fast-paced now, and he's so much more energy. And
he has so much energy here.
Oh my God, it's like on another level in the newer videos. I'm gonna, when I bring you back, we'll do another new Rockstars video.
Okay, cool. I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's very, very knowledgeable, and it's so fascinating to see these theories because, like, when Infinity War happened, we were all clamoring for information, for answers, to know just a little bit more of what was coming next, because it was like the Empire Strikes Back. It's like, you know, I remember my dad dad telling me, he's like, when I was a kid and that movie came out, we had to wait like 3 years for the next one before we knew what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because 77 was the first, and I think like 81 was the second. Yeah.
And so for us, it was only a year that we had to wait. It wasn't that long before we got our answers. And I was even earlier for me because I went to the screening. So I was pretty spoiled. And so it's just interesting to see like the speculation and whatnot.
There was so much speculation after that movie.
Yeah.
For the most that I can remember, like this was the movie. Like everyone was like, what just happened? You just killed all of these people? What?
Yeah. The fascinating part about this, the one little takeaway I got out of this video was that in Doctor Strange selecting the specific plan, he selected the heroes that lived.
Yes.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about how that particular snap was going to save this group of people to engineer victory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never thought about that. I thought that was happenstance to what I didn't think he had a say in that necessarily.
Yeah, it's crazy that one person could control how the whole outcome. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure to follow Steph SABRAW and ask her questions. Test her Marvel trivia.
Let's go after it.
Her Marvia.
My Marvia-losa.
Marvel trivia. Give her some Marvel trivia questions and see if she knows. Follow her on Instagram. Hit her with questions there. Slide into the DMs. And subscribe not only to here, but also to Steph SABRAW's YouTube channel. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
Steph SABRAW.
Peace out.